Luckily, after a thorough investigation, Activision Blizzard has decided that you're totally crazy, dude. You're not being gaslit. And there never was any systemic issue with harassment, discrimination, or retaliation at AB.
Oh my
thank goodness
God.
for that. Now we can all rest easy. This investigation was conducted by a Activision Blizzard board of directors, and I'm sure this group held no bias whatsoever towards the company they were
investigating
or were subtly.
We have another video here by the Actman. I love the Actman. I think he's amazing. His content has always been amazing. And it's about my favorite company, Activision Blizzard. Anybody who knows me knows that I am a Blizzard fanboy. I love World of Warcraft. I love Diablo. I love Overwatch. I just love Blizzard games. I just do. StarCraft I like. I do like StarCraft. I never really got into it, but what I'm saying is, like, usually Blizzard games and we meld. And it's been hard. It's been hard being a Blizzard fan the past several years. It's been really, really, really rough. It's hard. And it doesn't get easier. Now, Microsoft recently acquired Blizzard, and I'm hoping things will change. And, you know, we'll see how things go. But Actman made this video. It's called Activision Blizzard is Hilariously Bad Company. And we're going to watch it. We're going to see what his arguments are. Well, if we have to put Blizzard on court, let there at least be a fair trial.
This is the Actman here, and after questioning every aspect of my life recently,
Oh yeah, we all know
I've decided to come back. Yes! It's time to get
Well.
back to doing what I love most. Because if there's one thing we can all count on in life, it's that Activision Blizzard will always find a way to make themselves look really, really good.
Why are we still here?
This is a very beloved and well-respected company
my
within the
God.
game industry, and it has a long history of ethical
Reforged?
business practices and decisions.
Call
and
of
almost no
Duty
history
loot
to speak of
boxes,
regarding
esports,
controversy.
Hong
I'm talking, of
Kong.
course,
Oh, God.
about Activision Blizzard. Yes, that one.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys.
Oh my God,
Those
dude.
of you thinking I'm
I remember that shit like it was fucking yesterday. Is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
being sarcastic, well, just take a look at this article. Activision Blizzard clears itself of any wrongdoing. I mean, what more proof
dude.
do you possibly need? Case closed. Now let's all pre-order Diablo 4, shall we?
Copy that.
And so, because this company can't
Oh
seem
my
to go
God,
1
they
month
cleared
without
themselves.
doing something amazing, I felt we should all take the time to point out all the spectacular things AB has done recently.
Oh my
but before we do
God.
that,
Oh
I'm
my
proud to
God.
announce that this video is
Activision
sponsored
Blizzard
by
has just
War
done
Thunder,
so many dumb
a vehicular
things.
combat multiplayer game. Engage in epic dogfights
Oh, now you
across
gotta do the
PC,
fucking ad.
Xbox
All
Series
right,
X,
well,
and PlayStation 5.
We'll watch the ad. We support the Actman here.
Pretty smooth flying, Fox.
No purchase necessary.
yeah.
This bad boy is free to play.
You-
It's also
any pilots in
cross-platform with
chat? Any
last-gen
piloters in
consoles.
chat,
And
guys?
there's over 2,000 different vehicles with tanks,
Oh, and they got
warships,
tanks, too?
helicopters, and airplanes.
It's
This
like
game has had
Battlefield
a
up in
whopping
there.
50 million players worldwide. And I'm the best pilot out of all of them. There's more than 100 battlefields based on real historical events.
Okay.
War Thunder offers a robust PvP and PvE experience.
It
I
looks
was very
decent-ish.
surprised by how well the planes control on mouse
Doesn't
and
look
keyboard.
completely
Typically, you
trash.
think you need joysticks. The controls here are amazing. Not to mention there's tons of different factions to choose from, so why not hop into a plane built by the USSR? Dogfights aren't just about
That's right.
shooting down other planes, but ground vehicles
Isn't that
and
the right,
objectives.
comrade?
There's so much to this game, and War Thunder is constantly being updated
War
every
Thunder.
few months, introducing new vehicles, maps, and other ways to play. And you can sign up for free using the link in the description and pinned comment. Doing so will get you some exclusive bonuses, which can include
Exclusive
a premium
bonuses?
tank,
Like what, guy?
aircraft, or ship, and a 3-day account boost. So go do it. Download War Thunder using my special link, and I'll see you on the
support the
battlefield,
Actman. The
soldier.
Actman is
Thank you,
amazing.
War
I love
Thunder,
the
for
Actman.
sponsoring this video.
And now for something completely different.
Activision Blizzard clears itself of any
Oh
wrongdoing.
my God.
The Call of Duty publisher says it's the victim of an unrelenting barrage of media criticism. They're the victims in all of this, you guys. But on the real, I feel like the Blizzard half of this company continues to prove how far one can fall. At this point, it's like your best buddy is hooked on crack, and you've been denying it for years, but you have to face reality. Your best friend is a crack addict, and nothing you do will change that. They're never going to kick the habit.
No, they can get better. They can be better. Oh my God. Guys, anybody in chat, is Activision Blizzard a crack addict? Are they, anybody in chat, please? Is Blizzard a cracked addict? Can they get better? Or is there hope? Am I on copium? Am I just on copium right now? Oh, God. Dear God.
Such is my relationship with Blizzard. I love the title of this article. It is ripe for the meme.
I'm right there with you, Actman.
After conducting a thorough investigation, O.J. Simpson has cleared himself of any wrongdoing. I can only hope this company is getting all their shitty behavior out before
Oh my
they
God,
get
is it the
by
truth,
Microsoft.
dude? There's Bobby Kotick,
is
man.
about that, you know, that big sexual harassment
They're
lawsuit.
meth addicts more so.
Can I still say sexual?
This channel is blocked. TOS? Pay F to respects.
You know that lawsuit that alleged female employees were being harassed because they were females? There we go. That they were being discriminated against, paid less,
that
being
was a
passed
thing.
up for promotions because they might get preggers, and all manner of horrible things. Remember that lawsuit?
Big oof.
Well, luckily, after a thorough investigation, Activision Blizzard has decided that you're totally crazy, dude. You're not being gaslit. And there never was any systemic issue
these
with
things,
harassment,
they never happened.
discrimination, or retaliation at AB.
Oh
well,
my
thank goodness
God.
for that. Now we can all rest easy. This investigation was conducted by a Activision Blizzard board of directors, and I'm sure this group held no bias whatsoever towards the company they were
Investigating.
or were subtly encouraged to portray it in a positive light. But the article continues.
Dear God.
There is no evidence to suggest that
the
AB
shamelessness
senior
of it is
executives
so
ever
bad.
intentionally ignored or attempted to downplay the instances of gender harassment that occurred and were reported. Basically, leadership wasn't aware, and therefore you can't hold them accountable. I mean, fair enough, I wasn't there, I didn't lead this investigation.
True.
I have no idea what the truth is, aside from the company settling this lawsuit for $18 million.
So it's been settled.
Damn. Well, good for those employees that won the big bucks. And good for Activision Blizzard, because they've since made back all of that money with the release of Diablo Immortal.
Oh.
Perfectly ethical video game.
Oh.
So no biggie.
Diablo
I'm
Immortal,
gonna go buy
guys.
some legendary gems now.
Diablo
Here in America,
Immortal.
we stand by the belief that if you have problems, you should be able to throw money at it and watch it all disappear.
That's right.
Is a true American belief. Whatever the case is, I think we can all agree that something happened at the company for this lawsuit to be settled for $18 million. This is just paying for silence, you know? I mean, the fact that there were allegations of employees stealing breast milk is...
What?
What the fuck, man? Breast milk?
breast milk.
Oh my God.
I have several questions.
It's like no matter how low it gets, Activision Blizzard has a motto. And their motto is, it can always be worse. There's no rock bottom for Activision Blizzard because they're the experts at digging. You think you've reached the bottom? No, you haven't. We're going a whole nother level. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder who the worst big game company is. I don't know if it's Blizzard. I don't know if it's EA. EA is another really shitty one. And then you have 2K, and 2K is pretty shitty, but I don't know where they rank on the shitty game companies. But isn't it weird that we have so many shitty game companies and so few good ones? Dark times, my guys. Dark times indeed.
Questions. Number one, who's bringing breast milk to work and to Activision Blizzard? And number two, who at Activision Blizzard is stealing breast milk?
So
apparently they have like some internal nursery or something, which I get, you know?
Yeah, Actman. I know this in defense of the ladies that work at Blizzard. I'm going to let you know. Women, I don't know if you had to talk with the birds and bees, but when they have children, they make milk. And the children need the milk to grow properly and develop properly, so it's very important to them. One day, I went to retrieve my pumped supply at the end of the day, and it was gone. There were no other mothers in the building, and very few women at all in QA or CS at the time. All the other items I had seen earlier were still in the fridge, and they were dated and labeled. Someone had either taken my bags and tossed them, or stolen them for some creepy reason. This was devastating, not just for the creep factor, but because I had already very low supply and had a baby who wouldn't latch. I was already supplementing and struggling to get milk. This is this might be one of the more horrifying stories. There was a story that I heard about Activision Blizzard, including the yacht party. Do you guys in chat know anything about the yacht party? Because that's also a very horrifying story.
Activision Blizzard devs demand breastfeeding protections and other reforms.
Yeah.
They're advocating for the safety of their breast milk. I think it's safe to say we live in a society.
We sure fucking do. Look, I understand it's weird and it's creepy and it shouldn't be this obvious, but it's true. Actman, women, when it comes to the whole children thing, women need to be able to feed their kids milk. Like that, you have to understand that, and I'm sure you do. I'm preaching to the choir in regards to that, but the fact that they even have to say this as a rule, yeah, that's a real society moment, my friend.
Apparently, a group of employees at AB have banded together with a list of demands, and one of those is to have witnesses at HR meetings.
Yeah,
that sentence just makes me feel dirty, dude. Like what the fuck happened in these meetings for workers to demand witnesses?
What meetings at Blizzard are like? It's Bobby coded. It's RoboCop.
They say they want all HR meetings documented. But don't worry, says Blizzard spokesperson Jessica Taylor. We have, for example, already upgraded our lactation facilities. And I just learned that Activision Blizzard has lactation facilities. Jesus, they have a whole list of breastfeeding related demands. I mean, you go girl and all that. I just find this whole concept extremely bizarre. But then again, I also have a penis. Maybe I'm not supposed to understand.
Yeah,
maybe I'm
that's
supposed
exactly
to
right.
support.
You're right on the money
Apparently
there.
The internet also turned private detective trying to uncover who the identity of this mysterious Robin Hood of breast milk was, and they might have narrowed it down. Now, I can't find a high-quality shot of this 4chan post, but according to this Kotaku article, apparently some guy said he worked at a large tech company, that he often raided the lactation room. He would then pour some of the milk into a water bottle, drinking it before a workout for maximum gains.
What the fuck?
Get out of here, man.
Back in November, thousands of employees had also staged a walkout in protest of Bobby Kotick and asking him to resign. I mean, that's just crazy. So good for them for sticking up for workers' rights, and I hope they win, and I hope Activision Blizzard treats its employees better.
Absolutely.
So now that I can't do ad breaks, here's the part where I promote my Patreon. Please consider donating. I can't promise a whole bunch of rewards, but I do make exclusive posts there.
Support the official release. Actman is amazing.
Moving on, back in May, AB announced this King's Diversity tool, which drew a lot of criticism, and for good reason. They quickly rewrote this article, but thankfully the Wayback Machine exists. But I feel it's important to note that the people who designed this system disavowed this article and the way AB was trying to use it. So let's take a look at the original article and then compare it to the new one. So what is this diversity tool? Well, it's a way for Activision Blizzard to assign number values to a character based on their physical disabilities, gender, race, ethnicity, skin color, sexual orientation, you name it, and assign a number value to that.
Oh my
grading
God.
its diversity. With this innovative new system, the character design process now has a tangible way of avoiding tokenism, stereotypes, and exclusion.
It's extremely...
I love how they bring up tokenism while admitting how much value they place on characters.
This is extremely disturbing. This is probably one of the more disturbing things that Blizzard's ever done, and it's very recent actually. This happened about a month ago when I learned about this. A month or so ago, I believe. This was very bad. The point when you make a character, you can make that character with any identity that you want it to have, but it has to make sense. It has to make sense. And it has to make sense not just for the character to have that identity, but for that character to exist in the world. Like with Overwatch, all of the characters in Overwatch kind of make sense. Because the entire point of Overwatch is that it's the special group of like elite super soldiers and heroes that work together to tackle challenges and protect the world. And it's like international. That's why you have so many different people in it. Another thing, like Team Fortress 2. The thing with Team Fortress 2 is kind of the same concept. You have all these mercenaries that came from around the world, and they have these different backgrounds and skills, and they have to work in a team-like fashion to basically accomplish an objective. And that's how you do diversity and do it correctly without it being like the forefront of what you're trying to do. Like, it should be natural. It should feel natural.
Simply for their diversity rating, as I'll call it. Like, isn't that what tokenism is?
Yep.
Including characters not because of the value they add as a fictional person, but rather the checkbox that they mark off.
Yep.
I find something just inherently distasteful about that philosophy.
Yep, yippers.
These mother truckers also grade characters based on like disabilities. Like, God, this is so fucking weird, man. I'm creeped out. I feel like spiders are crawling up my legs right now.
No.
It's like even when Activision Blizzard is
your skin color, that's a number, and whether your disability, like if you have autism, that's a number. If you don't have autism, if you have like ADHD or something, that's a number. And then okay, well, how educated are you? That's a number. How much money do you have? That's a number. And then you got your number, and you're this diverse. That's how it works in real life. Don't you understand, Actman? Don't you understand? This is science. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
Trying to do something good, they end up doing something terrible instead. I mean, yeah, you can say this is from a good place, like, yeah, we want to see ourselves represented in games, don't we all? The question that does remain is this: how do we convert this feedback from a collective desire into a tangible reality? It's like, maybe you can't. The Diversity Space Tool is a measurement device to help identify how diverse a set of character traits are, and in turn how diverse that character and casts are when compared to the norm. Implying there is some kind of diversity standard or lack thereof, like what is the norm for diversity?
Yeah, exactly. Like what the normal thing would be is to do it out of passion. You don't need a special number to tell you, like, okay, this number says you need to have more African American characters, and you need to have more Asian characters, you need to have more female characters. Like that, you don't need a number to tell you that. If you need a number to tell you that, then you've missed the point. It should just come naturally with the passion of character creating and trying to create something unique and powerful and meaningful. Then it will naturally occur.
Like, you can quantify how diverse a group of people are, but you can't attach a number value to an individual. Like, that's so weird. Maybe this tool can be used for something good, but the way Blizzard represented it feels dystopian. Like, imagine if the government got a hold of this. You also can't really trust Activision Blizzard to mean what they say when they say diversity is important to them. Like, this company is mathematically engineering its video game characters to appeal to the broadest demographic possible, which isn't inherently a bad thing. It's just, we're talking about Activision Blizzard.
You don't want to do that.
Oh,
you think you
JL.
do, but you don't.
Dude,
So
the most
sweet
fucking,
that
oh my
diversity
god,
and
JL
money
and
are
Brack.
two inextricable terms to them. Alana Cole says the tool was tested by the dev teams working on Call of Duty Vanguard. We used the diversity tool to figure out what more diversity looks like across all our characters in both campaign, multiplayer, and live seasons. See, I knew I was onto something when I was talking about how boring and uninspired the Vanguard cast of characters were. Like it feeds into that idea that these games are being mathematically engineered, scientifically engineered to be as diverse as possible. Not because it makes the games better, but because they want to appeal to everyone. I feel like when I can tell that you're trying to be diverse and it doesn't feel natural, then it feels like there's an ulterior motive there, and it turns me off.
Big true.
Overwatch is actually pretty good about its diversity and variety of characters because the basis of the story is the best operators from all over the world coming together.
I love Overwatch. Hell yeah, man.
It makes sense. The diversity in Overwatch is cool. The Overwatch 2 team at Blizzard also had a chance to experiment with the tool with equally enthusiastic first impressions. Now let's look at the updated article. I'm surprised they didn't start with, "It seems this blog post struck a nerve." There has been conversation online regarding this tool, particularly concerning its intent and our commitment to diversity. We've edited this blog post to clarify that this prototype is not being used in active game development.
So that was a fucking lie.
It's not being used in active game development, folks. It's only being used in COD Vanguard and Overwatch 2. How could you walk back this straight up lie, you know? The objective of using the tool
because
is to uncover
I'll tell you why,
bias
Actman, because they're a giant multi-billion-dollar soulless company. And they're gonna fucking lie to you, and they're gonna lie over and over again until people believe it. They lie all the fucking time. To a soulless multi-billion-dollar international conglomerate like Activision Blizzard, lying is like breathing. If they're not lying, they're not alive. In order to succeed, you have to lie.
Identifying
it's
existing norms
encouraged.
and representation and acknowledging growth opportunities for inclusion. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Activision Blizzard. This isn't gonna make people forget about that massive sexual harassment lawsuit.
Yep.
The tool identifies what stereotypical characters in different genres look like, which are not always the most conducive or representative of diversity. Yeah, but sometimes stereotypes are fun in video games. Just look at the cast of the Call of Duty Zombies crew. Exaggerated stereotypes, when applied equally, allow us to all laugh at ourselves. I don't know. This whole article just feels like
the Call of Duty Zombies crew was awesome.
Corporate way
as
of looking
fuck.
at character creation in video games. Like, why do you need some kind of diversity calculator in order to make good, unique characters? I just feel like that's normal storytelling. That's art. It comes from a passion to deliver an experience or a feeling.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Why do you need to brag about this tool and write up a blog post if your motives aren't to get brownie points? Especially alarming is how you removed all reference of it being used in active game development. Like, come on, we know you're using this in Overwatch 2. Speaking of Overwatch 2, Overwatch 2 will be a free-to-play live service. God damn it.
Oh no, not again.
I feel like the term live service has just been completely soured over the years. Like, I'm sure Blizzard can handle it, but you know, with how they've created Diablo Immortal, everyone has to start asking some serious questions about what kind of ethical problems Overwatch 2 is going to have, because you know it's going to have some of those. And while this game is marketed as a sequel, it's more like a blob that's going to absorb the current Overwatch and change it into something you may like or may not. Apparently the format is switching from 6v6 to 5v5, which I feel like poses a lot of problems. With only one tank on each team, it's like, I'm sure it'll be fun, but I stopped playing Overwatch because the game felt
5v5
more and more restrictive
instead of
with
6v6.
later updates and changes.
Honestly,
Role queue takes so much fun out of the game. You know, part of the appeal of Overwatch is that you could change.
Honestly, I prefer 6v6 over 5v5. I think Overwatch 2 is an upgrade in many ways, but this is one of the ways they downgraded.
Change characters at any point, and now you can't. Now you have to be a specific class of character and stick to that. Like, imagine if they did this to League of Legends. Goddamn, people would be pissed. The free-to-play nature is likely there to lower your expectations for what a sequel should be. And if you like the current version of Overwatch, well, too bad. It's going to be replaced entirely, whether you like that or not.
Overwatch 2.0 is what they should have called it.
Include maps, but the time of day is different. You mean the bright map is now dark and the dark map is now bright? What? I don't know if this is just me, but I'd be much more excited for Overwatch 2. Number one, if AB wasn't such a terrible company, but also if it was marketed as like a full-priced sequel. Just sell me the game, you know? Overwatch is still fun. However, with Blizzard's track record, I wouldn't be surprised if the breast milk was stolen with this one too. Luckily, they've been focusing on the important things, like changing McCree's name to Cole Cassidy. I'm still calling him McCree. Moving on to Diablo.
His name is McCree. You can't undo it.
Intentionally packages terrible news or terrible games with things they know people are going to be excited about.
Oh my god, Diablo 4.
I can't tell if they were trying to be crafty.
Please be
or
good.
Stupid
Please.
with showing Diablo 4 gameplay
don't suck.
just 10 days after Immortal came out. Diablo Immortal, if you don't know, is one of the most insidious examples of video game monetization in history. Blizzard has gone so far down the path of greed, they've actually outdone themselves, with Immortal having beaten the previous record for lowest Metacritic user score, a record previously held by Blizzard,
Activision Blizzard with Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Now, for shits and giggles, let's see how much money we would have to spend.
With Activision Blizzard, their motto is we can always do worse. There's always a new low they can sink to. There's always another shit they can shit on. It's just so bad. It's honestly pathetic. And here's the thing too, like, I'll be honest. There's several things. I'll just be honest right now. World of Warcraft Dragonflight. It has to be good. It has to be good. If it sucks, Warcraft is dead. It won't be like dead, like people won't play it, because Warcraft players will play anything, but by dead I mean like it will never grow. The current player base is all that it will have and will only shrink. If Dragonflight sucks, that is the truth. It will never grow, it will always shrink, it will never get bigger. Diablo 4. It's gotta be good. If it's bad, if it's like Diablo Immortal, yeah. Diablo Immortal, aka Diablo Immortal. If it's anything like that, Diablo is dead. Overwatch 2. Overwatch is a newer franchise. Overwatch 2 is replacing Overwatch 1, which is already making several people very upset. But on top of that, their live service model has to be good. We watched the Overwatch reveal. We watched it. We saw what they were presenting. I thought it looked pretty promising. They even got rid of loot boxes, or so they say. But if it's anything like Diablo Immortal, Overwatch 2 is going to be dead in the water. Like, here's the thing, that all they really have is Call of Duty. But Blizzard itself, the Blizzard part of Activision Blizzard, is going to die. It will die. If they do not get those 3 games perfect, it's done. It's GG. No one's gonna want to play their games anymore, because they have spent every last bit of goodwill. They have tarnished every last bit of promise and compassion and empathy. And their only hope is Microsoft, because Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard last year, and they replaced the leadership. They have Mike Ybarra, who actually seems to be a decent person. Mike Ybarra, and he's in charge of Activision Blizzard, and they're making some swings. Now, Mike Ybarra was not the leader whenever Diablo Immortal was being developed. So how that came out, I don't know. You could blame him. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. He's only been the leader of Activision Blizzard for literally less than a year. So I don't feel like you can blame him, because games like this take years to develop. But Dragonflight looks promising. Overwatch 2 kind of looks promising. Diablo 4, well, what we've seen is cool. But here's the thing, like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me again because I'm a dumbass and I keep buying the games. But fool me thrice, then shame on you. We're done. Fuck you. Blizzard has got to get these games right. It's over. I'm just not gonna play. I'll just play fucking Final Fantasy 14 because I played Final Fantasy 14. I'll be honest. I love Warcraft. Warcraft is my MMO of choice. I love the world of Azeroth. I love the characters in it. That is my MMO. But Final Fantasy 14 is a better MMO RPG in every single way. I don't like saying that. I want Warcraft to be great. But Final Fantasy 14 is a better game. It is a better game. It just is. All the systems make sense. Nothing is deleted. Content from previous expansions is not immediately outdated the moment a new expansion comes out. So you're just building on top of an already good foundation each time an expansion comes out. You can play the game as a single player RPG, but you could also have other characters. You can make it a multiplayer game by being part of a guild and being part of an organization and having friends. And you don't need to make multiple characters to do every class. Your character is the warrior of light. He can do everything. If you want to just change your weapon, you can change your class, learn different abilities. And if you want to change your class back to the other class, you can change it. You don't have to jump through all these hoops. It's not going to. The game respects your time investment. Everything about Diablo 4, everything about Final Fantasy 14 Online is great. And it has a lot of concepts that I feel like Blizzard would really benefit from learning from. That said, Blizzard's time is up. It's on its last leg if they don't get this shit right.
And based on the odds to get a 5-star gem,
oh
the
my
best
God.
kind of item.
I went on a rant. I forgot where this was at.
It could potentially cost you to get a 5-star legendary gem. In fact, one streamer had spent over $10,000 without getting one.
Quinn69. Quinn69. How much money do you have to spend to get a 5-star? How much money? All right, we're 2,500, 3K, 35K, 4K, 5K, 6K. Oh, there it is.
Well, would you look at that?
69.25
buckaroos. And you only have to complete 2,770 dungeons. What a steal.
Oh
now,
my God. It's so fucking
have
bad.
A tendency to be monetized in ways
it's
that
literally, if you think about it, it costs $6,925 to get one 5-star gem. And you have to complete 2,000 and over 2,000 dungeons. I don't know if I've completed that many dungeons in World of Warcraft. I honestly don't. On my entire Warcraft account, I don't think I've ever completed that many dungeons. It's honestly insane. It's honestly insane. $6,925 to get one 5-star gem. Another person had to spend over $10,000. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's see it. Let's see if we can find this. We'll do it right now. I want to see if we can find it. I want to see if we can find the Is this it? Here it is. We are gonna see how long it takes me to get a 5-star gem in Diablo Immortal. We'll turn on some Diablo music. Just to do this. Just to do this. We'll see. Oh my god! Oh my god, guys, look! Holy shit! $300? Or is this just gonna get me one immediately? The first one I did, it only took me $300. How much is the second one? The first one I got was $300. That's insane. Second one, $4,000 solid. So technically, by the standards of the Actman and by Quinn69, I'm pretty goddamn lucky. I'm pretty good at Diablo Immortal, guys. What do you think? Holy shit. It's so shameless.
Questionable, but the extent of Immortal and the fact that it comes from Blizzard, it just pushes the boundaries of video game monetization in ways yet unseen by man.
True.
Truly, some demonic forces have taken over at Blizzard, but it's much more likely that they've been there the whole time. It's very insidious how the store is specifically set up to encourage players to buy the $25 bundle of gems by making the other bundles just shy the amount of orbs you need to buy legendary gems. Just like
See,
how
they do
Blizzard
that on
is
purpose, though.
mathematically engineering
They
diversity,
do that on
so
purpose.
too has Diablo Immortal been mathematically perfected to be the most profitable video game possible. Red Shirt Guy tried to warn us.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
He
Dude.
tried to stop Diablo Immortal
He
from
tried to
releasing,
save us.
from infecting
He was the hero
phones
that
of
we
innocent
needed in a
people.
time of darkness.
And we didn't listen.
We did not listen.
We didn't listen.
True, we
You guys
didn't
all
listen.
have phones? Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Blizzard also tried to warn us. Quickly, burn your phone, everyone, so you don't install Diablo Immortal. Take that! Just when you thought loot boxes were done
Yes,
for
get
and
rid
on
of
the
these
path to
devices.
obscurity, just when you thought the industry consumers and fucking lawmakers all agreed that loot boxes were gambling and terrible,
They are.
well, Blizzard has successfully found a way to reintroduce loot boxes while trying to sidestep gambling laws. Yeah,
Yeah.
luckily it didn't fool the people of Belgium or other countries where this practice
See, the
is
idea
prohibited.
is you buy the emblem in Diablo Immortal, and now the emblem basically gives you a loot box, but in order to get that loot box, you have to complete a dungeon. So you use that emblem when you begin the dungeon, so that when you finish the dungeon, you get the loot box. That's how that works. So basically, they're selling you a loot box, but you have to play the game to get access to the loot box that you buy. That's how they sidestep gambling laws. And what's funny about it is that Belgium and Norway or Sweden, they're like, Belgium and Netherlands, they tried like, yeah, fuck this. We already know what you're doing. Fuck you. We already know. They didn't even look at it. I love it.
Now, I can't say I'm surprised by
It
this
needs to
level
be.
of dedication to reintroduce
It
loot
needs
boxes.
to not happen anywhere.
Blizzard does not have to disclose the odds of these legendary gems and whatnot because technically there's some in-game skill required to get to the loot box, and
Yep.
therefore isn't gambling. All this stuff is described in perfect detail in the video The Immoral Design of Diablo Immortal by Josh Strife Hayes, and I highly recommend watching
excellent,
that. Diablo Immortal
excellent
sets a new
YouTuber.
low for gaming, but also Blizzard. At least with loot boxes in Overwatch, like the cute and fun characters gave some kind of justification for purchase, but the
Yeah.
stuff you buy in Diablo Immortal is to progress the actual game. Bruh, like I said, it seems AB always has some new game to announce right around the time a bunch of people are really pissed off at them. Sir,
Yep.
more allegations of sexual harassment in the workplace have surfaced.
That's the way
oh, no
it
problem.
is.
How's that trailer for Overwatch 2 coming? Doesn't this new video game make you forget about all the stolen breast milk at our company? Torbjorn says no to sexual harassment. I don't know, man. Big companies like
Torbjorn
this tend to
says
show you
no
who
to
they
sexual
really are with
harassment,
their actions
dude.
and not their meaningless words. As funny as it is that stuff like stolen breast milk can be a punchline for my many, many jokes, the truth is that some pretty terrible things happened at Blizzard, most likely. But humor is how I always deal with tragedy. In any case, it's hard to be excited for any upcoming Blizzard games given their horrible track record. Truth
Yeah,
is, if they were to announce
it's rough
Warcraft
right now.
4, I'd probably be like, great, can't wait to see how they ruin that one too.
Yep.
That's where my mind is at with Blizzard games. The only new stuff I'm interested from them is re-releasing old games, like Wrath of the Lich King. But who knows, maybe Activision Blizzard will get acquired by Microsoft, and this will all be some horrible dream that we look back on and laugh. So thank you all for watching the misadventures of Activision Blizzard. They are a hilariously bad company. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it and subscribe.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out War Thunder in the description below.
Yeah,
make sure you
that's
click
the way
the
it
link in the
is.
description and download it today to get those
This was
exclusive
an
rewards.
awesome video.
And a big thank you to all my new patrons. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Actman signing out.
Actman is amazing.
Peace.
I love Actman. That was amazing. I mean, it's rough being a Blizzard fan right now, guys. I'm just gonna say it is rough.